ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
Keep doing what you're doing. You are doing magnificent. Just remember that happiness is important. You are, and particularly as a female, you're the center of the family. And being happy and being the center of the family is very, very important, because your happiness ripples out. And when you drop a stone into the water, your ripples will go wider. And your happiness and your family's happiness is really centered around you. And most people don't understand that. The women are the center of the family. They need to be happy, they need to be supported, and they need to be loved.
Welcome to New Girls, where we bring you the best of our achievers from the heart of the UAE. Women CEO of the Year, under her dynamic leadership. Please, we will introduce for you and have a beautiful discussion with our magnificent Jennifer McShine-Berry. Today, we will start discussing who's JMB, who introduced it, and who was the back of the JMB leadership management from the UAE and the Gulf countries. Welcome, Ms. Jennifer. Today, I need you to introduce yourself. I need to know you more in personal way, and then we will go for your journey. So tell me, how you started?
Okay, so I started in Australia, and I did my business degree in Australia. I did my MBA in London. I've worked in Australia and London and the Middle East over the last 30 years.
30 years?
So I've been in the Middle East now for 3 years. My journey in the Middle East started with NEOM. I worked as their delivery director for service delivery and operations, and I was there for 2.5 years.
NEOM, the one in there, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia?
Yes, it's in NEOM.
How long have you been there?
I was in NEOM for 2.5 years.
2.5 years?
Yes. And then I moved to Dubai full-time to start up my business, JMB Project Management.
But I'm really wondering how, like your whole life was in Australia and then to London, and then you have a whole different challenge to go and move to the Gulf countries in the Middle East. Especially you started in Saudi Arabia, and we all know the culture there. So how was this challenge for you?
It wasn't a challenge, because the people have been so warm and welcoming. The culture is fantastic. It's so family orientated and very, very aligned with my values as well. So it really wasn't a challenge at all. And I think I have settled in very, very well. I've made so many friends here. It's been beautiful.
Yeah, I really like this. And did you face any difficult journey during moving from Riyadh to Dubai, or did you find it all as similar from as a Gulf countries?
Yeah, they're all very, very similar, and it's been seamless. Really, it was an easy decision to make to move here because of the great leadership that we have here. I mean, His Highness Sheikh Maktoum is a fantastic leader, and his vision is outstanding. And moving here as a small business, it was the easiest thing I've ever done.
But I'm really wondering how this was an easy decision for you. Who was inspiring you? Who was deciding with you? Or are you the only one in the playground who decided this?
Yeah, it was primarily my decision. So my daughter came with me to Saudi and went to school there. She's with me now as well, going to school here.
God bless her.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. She is my inspiration to be better and to succeed for her and to show her what success looks like is really my goal.
She's such the luckiest girl to have such a grateful mother like you. Now, I want to go deeply in your life, if you don't mind. I need to ask you about your business journey. How did you started this? Who inspired you with this idea? Why is JMB? Why not any other business idea?
So I was inspired to set up JMB Project Management because I have been a project manager and managed various different projects throughout my life and throughout my career. And it's something that is very, very close to my heart, and it's something that I felt that I was very good at and could add value to companies in the Middle East to provide my services. So my services include IT services across many different sectors. So I also have a number of projects that align with sustainability vision for the Middle East. So I have a project that has autonomous vehicles. I have a project that has AI and AI kiosks, which is very exciting. So it is very, very neat. So it's something, there is a lot of AI products in the market, but not all of them work properly.
Just so I can tell, JMB wasn't your first businesses.
No, I've had businesses in Australia. I was in the recruitment business in Australia for the racing industry. I had a company called Race Staff that provided staffing to trainers and the horse racing industry in Australia, which is the third largest industry in Australia, believe it or not.
The third largest?
Yeah. And my eldest daughter is a jockey. So
you have 2 daughters?
I have 5 children.
What? No, I'm really I didn't expect that's coming from you. So from this part, how can you explain the conflict from being a mother for 5 children and being a businesswoman and being a wife at your home? I think this is really challenging.
It is challenging. It's a juggle. And at the end of the day, there's very, very little time for myself. So my advice to people in the same position is to make sure that you take time out for yourself, because if you don't have anything for anyone else. So it's very, very important to do that.
Exactly, but how did you manage the time for yourself? Yes, I really love your advice, but some of the people maybe outside of our conversation will say, no, maybe because she has many businesses idea and a lot of money, maybe she doesn't feel any challenging.
I don't have a lot of money. I am a startup here in the country, so my life savings are actually in JMB Project Management. I have gone from being a salaried employee at NEOM to my own business, so every day cash flow is a challenge. So I don't have the luxury of having staff. I do it all myself. I work long hours, I work hard, but the payoff is there, because I get the satisfaction of a job well done. And I'm very lucky that I have the support of my partner, Nick. He is my North Star, he is the centre of my universe. And I have my daughter Izzy here as well, and she is such an easy person to get on with, and she is inspiring me to do better for her every day.
To be honest, if I have such a beautiful mother like you, I would definitely dream she's the best. I will always be for her back. I will always be there for her. This is what you deserve, and you deserve more than this. But I really want to ask you some more questions about, if you have, this is a lot of a business idea. What was your first job? At what age you started?
So my first job was when I was still in school. So I had a part-time job.
You started work when you were at school?
Yes.
Really? This is really good. I thought you will be at least at the college.
No. When I was in school, in high school in Australia, I had a part-time job at a theme park, and this is hilarious. I used to dress up. Part of my job was dressing up in a big suit, Wild Billy. So it was a kangaroo suit. It was very hot.
The one with the custom suit, yeah. This is what's really good.
So that was on the weekends, as well as working, at theme parks and whatnot on the weekends, just to earn some extra money and to learn a little bit about working and whatnot as well. So that was where I started. And then through my time, I did a nursing degree in Australia. I was one of the last hospital-trained nurses. So I was in nursing, and then I did my degree in HR and became a HR manager for a racing club in Australia as well, and then progressed from there into IT.
Miss Jennifer, you are not only one person. I feel like I'm talking with the 20 personalities. Like from the school, from the zoo, and now nursing, and to the third part. This is really wonderful. Like, I can tell you are such a clever woman, and I guess, and I'm really sure that you have got a high degree at your school and at your college. So how did you manage between your businesses and studying and being good at everything? How did you do that?
It's just a matter of being disciplined. You need to put time aside. And you need to be disciplined about it every day. So you go to work, and then when you come home, you study. And then when you're not studying, you're sleeping.
Exactly.
But it's worth putting the effort in to do the study and to do the time and to get the experience, because it gives you that life experience that enables you to build on that and to build on your life and to have success.
This is really a wonderful story from your childhood, but I need to know more deeply about JMB, Jennifer Shineberry. So my first question is, since you already have started all businesses from Australia and other countries, why you didn't take the same businesses to Dubai or Riyadh? Why you need to start a new whole businesses? Why not the racing like Australia?
It's a really good question. And it's something that I'll think about. But I started the project management business because I felt that Dubai needed something a little bit more holistic. So when we talk about project management, people think of it as being a methodology or some way of delivering projects. It's not that. For me, the strategy behind JMB is to create solutions to business problems. So it's not just straight project management. It's about creating a solution that is fit for purpose, that makes their business better, it makes their business more efficient, and they get a lot more value out of it. So it's holistic, it's problem solving, it's a solution for businesses. So for example, I have a customer that is in retail. I won't mention their name, but they are a well-known brand here in Dubai, a luxury brand. So I implemented ServiceNow for them to help them with their workflow. So they were having trouble with getting IT tickets resolved in a timely manner. So they came to me and said, what would you suggest? And I said, well, let's try ServiceNow because it's best in breed and it's a workflow tool. So what it means is when customers need something from IT department, they log a ticket, the ticket gets resolved very, very quickly, and they can track. Very, very simple, very, very efficient.
And I can tell the more we have in this generation, like the quick, the more you can be like the 10th step, and instead of being at the first step. Like generation right now is really moving very quickly, and the time is moving really quickly. But I've noticed in your sentences and your answers that you have always managed your time, so you can have the best qualification for yourself before anyone else.
Absolutely. Time is money. And
exactly. This is the best. Time is money.
Yeah.
Once you manage the time, you get the money you want.
So it's about efficiency, and for business, time is money and efficiency. So by creating efficiencies in a business, you can do a lot more in a shorter space of time. And with the pace of change in Dubai, with it's really a sense of urgency to get things done. You have to have those efficiencies to survive and thrive as a business.
And now, I wonder, when you have told me that you have moved to Middle East, started from Riyadh, so I really want to ask you, how long have you been here in Dubai or UAE at all?
So 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
And you've been doing all of this. So I need to know how or who inspired you, or what did you read, or what did you watch through the TV show when inspiring you here in the UAE, especially in Dubai?
That's a really good question. So obviously I'm very inspired by this book. I read it cover to cover.
Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum.
Absolutely. Amazing book. And it gives a really good insight into the man behind, absolutely amazing book. And I would recommend it to any expat who is living in Dubai, because it gives a really good insight into his leadership, his vision, and look, it's just a great book. Highly recommended.
Did you feel from this book like it's all talking just about the UAE or just as a leadership? Why you highly recommended especially this book? Why not any other book?
Because it tells a story. It tells the story of Dubai. It tells the story of his father. It tells the story of his mother. It tells the story of his passions. And it really puts a nice wrapper around why he does the things that he does. And it's inspirational. He is without a doubt probably the best leader in the world.
I can see from the light of your eye,
Yes.
like you are really inspired by him.
So I've lived in a lot of countries, and I have to say that Dubai is by far the best country to live in, particularly for expatriates, but also because no tax, that's a no-brainer, but also that it's safe, and it's a great place to bring up families, because my daughter and I can walk on the streets any time of the day and night, and we're safe, and that is absolutely priceless. So, that it's such a great thing to be living here because of that. You can leave your house open, you can leave your car open, you can leave your handbag anywhere. Nobody will touch it. And that is where the Middle East far exceeds the abilities of Western countries. So, in Australia, you can't do that. You can't leave your handbag. You can't leave anything anywhere because it'll get stolen. And Australia could be such a great country if it followed the same sort of vision that His Highness has.
And really the good part of this, what you have said, is here in Dubai or all over UAE, we have more than 200 nationalities, different nationalities with different religion, and we are all the same. Like, it's improving from the business-wise, from the family-wise, as you said. It's not only about money here, like most of the people think Dubai is only for businesses or for the work. So I can tell from reading the book, and I have noticed another special book. You're really beautiful, by the way.
Thank you, so are you.
Here you can see JMB by itself, and I've already read this book and about your awards, but I need to discuss first about this book. So tell me.
So I've been very fortunate to be approached by a number of publications to do their covers. So that to me is an absolute honour. I'm very grateful to have that opportunity to be on covers of magazines. And it's a fantastic exposure for JMB project management as well. So it creates credibility for my company and for myself, and it talks about what we do.
So you were answering me about the vision, and I've noticed you didn't talk about the vision itself, how you started the vision for JMB.
So the vision for JMB was to create a company that was centred on my team, not actually customer-centric. So a lot of companies these days focus wholly on their customer. That's not our vision. Our vision is to focus on my team. My team are the centre of my universe. They are who look after my customer. So if I look after my team, they will look after my customer. And there's never any problems with getting people to come to work. They're always happy to come in because we have such a great company culture.
So when you've been talking about the awards you got, and the last one, I guess, was the one on the 3rd of July, like we said, that 2024. So if there is any other ceremony or any other awards, or maybe anything coming soon, because I wonder, like, from this woman, there's a lot of awards you deserve. So tell me.
So on the 1st of November this year, I am hosting a summit. It's called the Middle East Summit of Excellence. It's an award ceremony, it's a networking event, it's a startup event. So it's there to encourage startups. There will be pitches on stage for companies just like JMB who are starting up in Dubai to pitch their ideas to a number of VIP guests that are coming along. We've got 250 people coming. It's at Al Habtoor Palace and it's very, very exciting. I'm very much looking forward to it. So it's one of the things that JMB does.
This November.
This November, yeah.
We have been talking about the generation and the AI and how quick everything is changing. So I need to ask you, since you already have been here for 3 years, how did UAE help you through the AI, or did it improve for your business itself? Tell me about this part, please.
So it's one of the big strategies for the Middle East to be leaders in AI, and it's been all over the press, and it's very, very Dubai and the UAE is always very, very forward with technology. So I brought a company to Dubai. We're launching the product on the 1st of November at the summit, and it's an AI product that is an avatar. It's designed for event spaces, it's designed for shopping centres, it's designed for theme parks, where you can actually speak to an avatar. You can speak in multiple different languages. You can actually ask a question in English and say, can you respond to me in Arabic? And it will. And so it's very, very good for the multicultural society that we have here.
This is really good that you put yourself from the environment itself, like maybe any of the customer will challenge, maybe he's weak at English, maybe he's weak at any other language. So you already provided such a various of languages, and you decided will be much easier and quicker for everyone. Why you didn't just go for the English like everyone does?
No, because we are a multicultural society here. We have over 200 countries that live here. So any product that is in AI or in technology needs to be flexible. It needs to be fit for purpose for the environment here. So all the products that I bring in to the country helps to improve lives here. And that is another one of the strategies that I have, is I am a public servant for the government here. My job is to improve the lives of people living in Dubai. And if I can bring in technology and products that helps do that and increases happiness at the same time.
Exactly. This is what I was talking about, that UAE always providing how to be satisfied at the end. It's not only about a simple journey. It has to be totally 100% satisfied. Like, it's such a different journey and experience. I guess that's why you have been living here for over 3 years, and I guess you will be living more here.
I hope to retire here.
Ms. Jennifer Berry, at the end of this conversation, which is really, I don't want to end it with you. At this part, I'm not gonna say any advice or how grateful you are and how magnificent such a leadership and a mother and a young lady such as you. I'm really gonna leave this part for you. I need you to look at the camera and give me a really good message for the youth, for the generation, for everyone who's looking for Jennifer, not for the leadership, for your heart.
My advice to the young people in Dubai is follow your dreams. Dream big, follow your dreams, and be number one, and believe that you can be number one in anything that you want, and you'll get there. And if anyone ever wants any help, any mentoring, any young person here, more than welcome to get in contact, and I will absolutely help you out. There's no point in me having a great level of knowledge if I can't share it. So my invitation to you, get in contact, and I'm happy to mentor you and help build you up to be what you want to be.
And what's your message for UAE, for itself, not as a country, but as a family time?
Keep doing what you're doing. You are doing magnificent. Just remember that happiness is important. You are, and particularly as a female, you're the center of the family. And being happy and being the center of the family is very, very important, because your happiness ripples out. And when you drop a stone into the water, your ripples will go wider, and your happiness and your family's happiness is really centered around you. And most people don't understand that. The women are the center of the family. They need to be happy, they need to be supported, and they need to be loved.
And here's my message, not for everyone, but especially for children, for Jennifer. And I'm just gonna say you have a grateful mother and a magnificent lady at your house. God bless you. We are all proudly of Miss Jennifer McShineberry. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.